After I dropped the video for the job search visa for Sweden, a lot of you reached out to me telling me you were not able or you are not qualified to apply for this pathway due to the fact that your level of education was too low to fulfill this requirement. So in today's video, I'm going to show you another country which you can equally apply for this same visa or this same pathway. The good thing with this country is that you do not require any level of education. All you need to do is to compile your documents and bring them to the embassy for verification. Once your documents have been verified and everything done, your visa will be issued to you and you simply move to this country and you search for jobs. So, as I earlier said, in today's video, I'm going to guide you on the step-by-step process on how to apply for this visa, and equally I'm going to show you the eligibility requirement, all the documents required for this visa. So guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Freddy, and if you are new to my channel, please, I would like you to subscribe and equally click on the notification bell so that you get notified each time I drop content like this. So without wasting so much of your time, let's move into the video. Okay guys, so welcome back. I'm now currently on my browser. I will simply go onto the search and type job search visa for Portugal. So I currently have that on my history, so I just need to wait for it to load. Here is it. So the first website is actually the official website for this visa. So now let's click on that to explore the requirements and all. So this is actually the official website for the Portugal government. Like you can clearly see here, it's written diplomatic portal, home, stay visa, Schengen, and all over, and all the rest. Sorry. So now in today's video, we'll be exploring the job seeker visa for Portugal. As I earlier said in my last video, a job seeker visa is simply a visa or a permit that permits you to move to a country and to search for jobs. This visa does not permit you to move along with your family. But once you have arrived in this country, you search for your job and you file your visa application or your work visa application. When everything is set, you can now invite your family over to come. So I'm going to leave the official website for the Portugal government in the description of this video. So now let's proceed with the video. Now it states the job seeker visa entitles its holders to enter and remain only in Portugal for the purpose of looking for job, authorizes him/her to carry out a subordinated work activity until the visa expires or until the residence permit is granted. So this visa permits you to come to Portugal and stay only in Portugal. Remember, Portugal is a member of Schengen, and with a Schengen visa you can move to maybe neighboring countries, France and all. But with this visa, you are entitled to stay just in Portugal. And with this visa, you can actually work maybe part-time, maybe some odd jobs while searching for a job where you will easily get a work permit. So it states here, this visa is granted for a period of 120 days, renewable for another 60 days, and allows only one entry into Portugal. So this visa is usually granted for just 120 days, and you can still renew it for another 60 days, and it gives you just a single entry. A single entry, that means you can enter in Portugal with this visa just one time. And once you have gotten your work permit, now you will receive multiple entry visa, which means you can enter and leave Portugal anytime you want. So the issuance of this visa supposes the attribution of data of scheduling in the component services within the period of validity of 120 days of the visa, and it allows the applicant, after the formalization of the employment contract throughout that period, the right to apply for a residence permit. To do so, you must fulfill the general conditions for granting a temporary residence permit under the terms of Article 77 of the law. So, like, once you have, as I earlier said, once you have gotten your job, then your employer will you've signed your contract. Then from there, you will apply for your resident permit or a work permit to live in Sweden. To live in Portugal and keep on working. So, once the maximum validity limit of the visa for looking for work has expired without an employment relationship having been established, nor the process of requesting the granting of a residence permit having begun, the visa holder must leave the country. So after this period, after the validity of this visa, and or during the validity of this visa, before the visa expires, you haven't gotten a job, you are obliged to leave the country for some time before coming again. So in this situation, you can only reapply for a new visa application for this purpose 1 year after the expiry of the previous visa's validity. So, as I earlier mentioned, you need to leave the country, then you'll be eligible again to apply for this visa after 1 year. So, within the period of 120 days, when you are in Portugal, you should start searching for your jobs. And the good thing is that they have government agencies, they have private agencies that could assist you to search for jobs in this country. So, the request for a visa extension by a job seeker visa holder must be accompanied by proof of registration with the IEFP, IP, and a declaration by the applicant indicating that the conditions of the planned stay are maintained, which will be assessed considering the reasons that justify its issuance. So actually for this visa, you usually do the declaration or your expression of interest. You declare your expression of interest to work in Portugal. I'm going to show you the website where you can declare your expression of interest to work. Once you've declared your expression of interest, they're going to send you a document, and it's with this document that you will use to apply for your visa. And also, once your visa is expired and you want to renew your visa, you still need to go through this process. Once you go through this process again for another time, they're going to send you a document by mail, by your email address, which you will use and reapply for this visa. So now let's look at the general documentations or the requirement for you to apply for this visa. So the first requirement is the national visa application filled and duly signed by applicant. So you simply need to click on this link, click on this. The application form will be downloaded into your device, be it your laptop or your phone. From there, you print the document, you fill the document, and you sign it. So it's simply the application form, the visa application form. Now you need to attach the following documents: passport or other travel document valid for 3 months after the estimated date of return. Photocopy of passport. So here actually you need to attach photocopies of your passport, like the first page of your passport, which shows your name, your date of birth, your photo, and all. Also, you need to attach two photos, even passport type, recent and is good condition to identify the applicant. One for this form. So you need to equally attach two photos. One photo that you will attach on this form and another photo where you will submit as well at the embassy. Proof of regular status if you are of a nationality other than that of the country where you are applying for a visa, valid for more than the date of expiry of the visa you are applying for. So, in case you are living abroad in a country which is not your home country or your country of origin, you need to equally show a resident permit for that country, a valid resident permit for that country. So, you equally need to attach a criminal record certificate issued by the competent authority of the country of the applicant's nationality or of the country where the applicant has resided for over a year, except for applicants under 16 with a Hague apostle, if applicable or legalized. So you equally need to attach a criminal record certificate or simply a non-conviction is it a non-conviction certificate, so which you can obtain in your home country, then after you legalize that at the I think at the Ministry of External Relations in your home country. So you equally need to have a valid travel insurance covering necessary medical expenses, including urgent medical assistance and possible repatriation. You can easily get a medical insurance certificate online. Copy of return transport title. So when traveling to this country to search for on a job search visa, you equally need to book a to and fro way for your flight ticket, so that in case if you don't succeed to get a job, you can simply return back home. Proof of financial resources equivalent to at least the sum of the three granted monthly minimal salary. So you equally need to have a bank statement with some money inside, equivalent to at least 3 months. Now, proof of the financial resources may be waived upon presentation of a term of responsibility with recognized signature made by a Portuguese citizen or a foreign citizen with a legal residence. Authorization in Portugal, which guarantees food and accommodation for the visa applicant, as well as the repatriation cost in case of irregular stay. So, in the absence of a bank statement like proof of fund, if you have someone with having the Portugal resident permit or a national from Portugal or a citizen from Portugal, if this person can equally sign like an undertaking for you, stating that he or she is going to take care of your stay once you are in Portugal. So after receiving this document from this person, it could be a family member, a friend, a wife, or whatsoever, you simply need to take this document and attach it to the other document as your proof of fund. So the signatory of the responsibility term must also prove to have financial capacity in the amount of at least 3 times the value of the granted minimum monthly salary. So the person signing this document equally needs to show his or her proof of fund, like maybe it could be, I don't know, like maybe work employment, work contract, maybe bank statement, like any proof of fund showing that he or she can take care of you once you will be in in Portugal. So specific document, own statement with the indication of the condition for the estimated stay, proof of presentation of a declaration of expression of interest for enrollment in the IEFP. So another document that you need to equally like attached at this document. Now for the declaration of expression of interest, you can simply click on this link. It's going to bring you on another website where you're going to fill the expression of interest. Once you fill the expression of interest, you submit that. Now the Portugal government will issue you a document for your expression of interest. This document will be sent to your email. You will now simply download this document and attach to the other document, then you submit at the embassy. Now for the Cameroonians, unfortunately, the embassy of Portugal again is not found in Cameroon. So for this, you need to travel to Nigeria, because the embassy of Nigeria covers the territory of Cameroon. So now let's click and see the expression of interest. Okay, now let's wait for it to load. Okay, now the website usually comes in Portuguese language, so you can simply translate the website in your language, be it English or French. So this is actually the website where you do your declaration of interest to work in Portugal. So job search visa statement, job search visa declaration, demande de visa de recherche d'emploi. Now it states, if you are a third country resident and intend to enter and stay in Portugal to look for a job, you must express interest in enrolling in the Institute of Employment and Vocational Training, the Portuguese Public Employment Service, before submitting your job search visa application. So you must enroll yourself in the Portuguese Public Employment Service, or you do your expression of interest. To make the expression of interest declaration for registration with the IEFP, you must fill in the following form. So you simply need to click on this link and you fill the form. Once you fill the form, you submit it. After submitting the form, you receive the declaration by email and you can apply for the job search visa online and or from the nearest Portuguese consulate upon prior appointment. So after you fill this form, you will receive your declaration of interest by email, and once you've received that, you need to attach along with the other documents that were being mentioned here, and you simply wait for your visa. And before going to the embassy, you need to book an appointment with them. So the visa is granted for 120 days and may be extended for another 60 days if you provide proof that you are enrolled in the IEFP as a job seeker, register in the nearest job service. So in order to extend this visa again for another 60 days, you need to register yourself in the IEFP, like in the Portuguese Public Employment Service nearest to you, where you'll be living actually in Portugal, within the maximum validity of the job search visa without having established an employment relationship. The citizen must leave the country and can only apply for a new visa for this purpose 1 year after the expiry of the previous visa. So, but it's actually rare, difficult for you to move to this country and stay for this duration without getting jobs, because lots of people that I know, once they've gotten their job search visa for this country, they move to this country within a period of maybe 1 month. They usually get their jobs because the Portuguese Public Employment Service equally assists you in getting jobs. So that is it. Okay, let's move into the form and see how it presents. Okay, let's wait for it to load. Okay, so here now is actually the form. They say job search visa application, declaration of expression of interest for IEFP registration. So it states, I identified below, declared that after entering Portuguese territory, I intend to register with the Institute of Employment and Vocational Training to look for work. All fields are mandatory. Personal data must be filled in as set out in the passport. So here in the first section, you simply need to fill your personal data, your name, your surname, your date of birth, your number of passport, emission date, like the date of the passport, the date of issuance of your passport, the validity till when, your nationality, country of residence, your email address, schooling. Now you need to put your education background, like maybe your level of education, what else, area in which you have worked or have professional experience. You need to put, if there is none, you need to click on none. You need to click any area where you have experience, you need to tick on that. Sorry. Yeah, so you need to please select at most 5. You should select at most 5. If you select 6, it won't accept. You need to select the 5 most recent professional experience you have among the list. The list is actually long, so let's keep scrolling. Okay, here they say professional area in which you are looking for a job. You need to select at least 3 professional area in which you are planning to look for jobs in in Portugal. And mind you, even if you click any of these 3, you can still change once you are in Portugal. So here are the various jobs: physicians, general doctors, specialists, nurses, assistants, pharmaceuticals, teachers, education assistants. In fact, there's so many. The list is actually endless. There's so many. So the years of professional experience, you should put the number of years of professional experience. If you have from 0 to 1, you simply click on that, and so on. So you keep filling the form. The languages that you speak, if like someone like me, I speak French and English. So if you speak Portuguese, you equally need to click on Portuguese. If you speak Spanish, other languages, you need to mention that. Contact language, the language in which you like the immigration like to be in contact with you. If it is in Portuguese, if it is French, if it is English, you need to click on that. Then after that, you read the terms and conditions. Then you click I declare on this. Then I accept. You click on this and you submit. Once you have submitted, you wait. I think it usually takes a day, maybe like 3 hours, 2 to 3 hours. Then you will receive this document in your email. From there, you simply need to go to a cyber and you download the document. Okay guys, so that is all for today, and thank you for watching this video until the end. Please guys, don't forget to subscribe. Equally click on the notification bell so that you get notified each time I create content like this. So once again guys, thank you and see you in my next video.